position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. On the move at the 30. He's loose. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No time and comes out throwing. The sure hands, it's Williams. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
They'll run play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
This quarterback right now is in the groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Rousseau. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Tosses it incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Young. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame right back to the line. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you've got to think that's going to happen.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster. And they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Got a man. It's Gilbert. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on third down, but now on fourth, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That's caught. It's Porter.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This quarterback part of their running game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open, headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 7 over Utah State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Finds his man down the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes the grab on the shot. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. All wideouts, no backs. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Johnson.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to...
Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Caught near the sticks, it's Rousseau. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Graham. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Wants to fire on second down. A little screen to the running back. The Buckeyes get it past the sticks.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Throws it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Grabbed in the middle. It's Graham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the Buckeyes pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. He's in open space downfield. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Notre Dame right back to the line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distance.
There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Sayin. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll immediately call timeout.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback now breaking the field. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating.
A little trickeration, looking to throw. And the pass goes in. And they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll throw it. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from the house.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And the Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the...
A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over the Rebels. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Got room to work. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Sayin. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wide receiver. Williams will pass. Can't connect on his first throw. The Irish send out the punt unit. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting it this time. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Rousseau. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great time. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Military stunt.
Leaves it with the back. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
14.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Oh, it's a reverse. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you just try to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Caught. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Sends it back in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
The Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play the entire play.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. He got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Sets up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory for...
Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UConn is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in stores deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. first snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Slips a tackle. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or...
He's got it at the 25. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilbert. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.